I'm Kate Hahn with TV Insider, and I'm talking with Morgan Freeman, host and executive producer of Great Escapes with Morgan Freeman on the History Channel.
Step 1, escape your cell. Easier said than done. The inmates know the bars can't be cut with a saw, and stepping out the door puts you directly in firing line of machine gun-toting guards on either end. The only possible way out is somewhere else.
Thank you so much for taking some time to speak with me about Great Escapes. I watched the first few episodes. It's a really fun watch. I'm curious, you know, as the star of one of the greatest Great Escapes movies of all time, The Shawshank Redemption, how did that play into making this show?
Didn't play into it at all. Shawshank was way in the past. We didn't even think about it, except that, you know, somebody always does. And I brag about having been in it. But with these episodes, we made no connections.
Well, the premiere episode is about a breakout from Alcatraz. It's a notorious breakout. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what to expect in that episode?
We go into detail about the planning and the preparation that these men went through, and over what period of time they went through, because these things take an enormous amount of time. But if you're in prison, what have you got? We get pretty specific about how they planned it and actually executed it. What we cannot be specific about is whether or not they succeeded.
In Alcatraz, right? Because those inmates were never found after they escaped.
No, they were never found, and not even any trace of them. No idea that they ever actually landed. It was seen that if they landed anywhere along the coast, it was combed like you won't believe, they would have found some evidence that these men had gotten ashore. None.
What was maybe one of the most jaw-dropping things that you learned when first finding out about any of these escapes?
I think probably the tunneling that went on for El Chapo's escape, that they had to go to a really pinpoint position under that prison and then bore up into his cell and near a drain in the shower. That is, it's unbelievable. It's just, you want to say it's not possible. And they did it.
Now, these are all bad guys, right? But at the same time, did you ever find yourself rooting for them just because of the determination to get out?
I think you're always rooting for them. They undertake an impossible task in most cases. And whenever someone undertakes an impossible task and you watch them prepare to do it, your fascination grows with each little step they take towards it. So yeah, I think these escapes could be put in terms of heroic.
What personality traits do these escapees share?
I think one is a sense of perseverance. The other one is just the idea of doing it. You look around in your surroundings and you say, everybody says, forget about it. There's no way out of here. You can never pull it off. And you keep thinking, and you keep thinking. And then one day, epiphany. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. And they go on from there. Just like Andy Dufresne in The Shawshank Redemption. I don't think he would ever have thought about trying to break out of Shawshank if he hadn't had that rock axe in his hand and started to carve his initials in the wall or his name, whatever. But that action and that wall crumbling, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Be sure to check out Great Escapes with Morgan Freeman, premiering November 9th on the History Channel.